And now CGTN's Nicole takes a look at how victims are being supported in China.
It's been called the hidden pandemic. Violence against women is believed to affect 1 in 3 around the world. That's according to the WHO. Here in China, it's no less of a threat, but it's an issue that's considered taboo.
Most women who have been beaten won't speak out right away. There's an old saying, family disgrace should not be revealed to the outsider.
Ding Zhuan heads the Maple Women's Center, which offers a counseling hotline for women around China. It's received 150,000 calls since starting up around 30 years ago. Over 10% are about domestic violence.
We can help them and fight this traditional way of thinking and tell them that being beaten is not your fault. You've done nothing wrong.
Helping victims with legal advice as well as representation in court is Yuan Zhong, a group that's been rallying together lawyers, counselors and social workers.
We have around 200 pro bono lawyers working for us around the country. Many lawyers are happy to dedicate some of their time and experience to our work.
Yuan Zhong has developed over 100 training courses for those who work with victims. More recently, it began live streaming, a popular way to connect with audiences in China.
It involves teaching people how to recognize domestic violence, what they can do if their partners are violent, what they can do to cope, and how to deal with these intimate relationships.
In 2016, China's first anti-domestic violence law came into effect. It meant cases would no longer be considered family matters, but rather matters for the court. Victims can file for protection, and police are required in severe cases to issue restraining orders. Yet, numbers continue to rise. Advocacy group Weiping, or Equality, says there's a reason for this.
The rising number of cases isn't from the natural rise in incidents, but from people's willingness to seek out help and speak out.
Everyone I spoke to mentioned how important they felt psychological support was. They expressed hope for more shelters, more awareness and action, pointing back to a historical UN conference which took place in the Chinese capital. 25 years ago, representatives came from around the world to sign what's known as the Beijing Declaration. They committed to eliminating all forms of violence against women, and what these groups in Beijing are doing is bringing the issue back to the fore in a way that perhaps laws alone cannot. And what they're hoping for is some change at long last. Nicole, CGTN.